Welcome to the MMA VCast, everybody. I am your host, Maverick King. I am joined on the other side of the country by my kid brother, Remington. We're going to be talking about and predicting UFC 131, which is going to be half the card it was going to be originally because Brock Lesnar is not on the card anymore because he is suffering again from diverticulitis. This is obviously the worst news that has hit anything, whether it's sports, people in general. I know that, there's like hurricanes going on in, the Midwest right now, and there's also some kind of earthquake going on in Japan. But really, that's like page C8 compared to this. This is front headline banner news. So it's basically the worst news of the year. Remy, your thoughts?
Very, very sad. Brock Lesnar, both of our favorite fighters, is now out indefinitely. He's going to have to take some serious time off, at least 6 months for this to heal up. Last time he suffered from it, he was considering, because he was losing a bunch of weight from it, considering to have to drop to 205, which would be very depressing because he is the face of the heavyweight division. So, that'd be very sad. So, for the fact that I love him at that weight and that size. I think this is going to be a major impact on his career for sure. I just hope he can heal up as fast as possible, get straight back to training, and my prayers are with him.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about 3 fights. No fight is confirmed yet for co-main event, but we have a pretty good idea of what it is. 3 fights we want to talk about. Damian Maia taking on Mark Munoz. Mark Munoz is skyrocketing himself through the middleweight division. He has just got a TKO win about, I think it was less than a minute on his last fight, and he is looking phenomenal. He is looking like a top 10 guy right now in that division. Damian Maia has been a guy that a lot of people have been disappointed with. Coming off Ultimate Fighter, people thought he was going to be a huge factor in his division. Did not happen, so it's basically the two polar opposites of one guy going up, the other guy coming down. So we'll see exactly where both these guys are. I like Mark Munoz, and I like him to stop Damian Maia.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Maia, I'm not impressed with him. His last 2 fights, they are what they are. Both decision wins. And with his level of jiu-jitsu, he should have been able to finish. Miranda didn't. And Munoz, like you said, I totally agree. I'm just coming off of a 54-second knockout at CB Galloway. He's got so much power, and he's after he dropped to middle, he just gotten so much better. And he's only had 1 loss in his past 6 fights. And he's got so much power behind his fists. And Maia doesn't have the greatest chin in the world. And it seems like he doesn't, when he goes against top guys, doesn't do so well. So Marquardt and Silva, the Silva fight was just embarrassing. And but Marquardt knocked him out in 21 seconds. So I definitely think Munoz has enough power to, and I think Munoz will put him away late in the 2nd round.
All right, Kenny Florian. This is what is probably going to be the co-main event. Is Kenny Florian in his featherweight debut taking on Diego Nunes? Kenny Florian is a guy that everyone talks about a lot. He's a popular fighter. A lot of people like him. But at the same time, he's fallen short of expectations. He has always been, in his title fights and in his fights that would put him in position to be in a title fight, he's always fallen short. So we'll see if the featherweight jump is from lightweight is what's going to fix the problem for him. We'll see. He is a talented fighter. He just, in my opinion, hasn't been able to put the pieces together perfectly. Diego Nunes is a tough guy, WEC vet. And I think it's going to show more of where Kenny Florian is at in his career than Diego Nunes. I think everyone knows Diego Nunes is a tough guy in that division, and it's a good test. I'm going to go with the underdog. I like Kenny Florian to take a unanimous decision. I think he fits well into the featherweight division.
Yep, not too excited about this fight. It's probably going to be pretty boring, in my opinion. I think Florian is going to grind him out for 3 rounds and take the decision. And that's pretty much all I'm saying because I don't care about him at all.
Okay, and the main event, which if it wasn't for Brock Lesnar falling out, I would be totally excited, and I will be come fight day. It'll take me a while to acclimate to the fight not being Brock Lesnar. But Junior Dos Santos taking on Shane Carwin. Absolutely, the two best strikers in the heavyweight division, and a lot of people are saying of all time in the UFC heavyweight division. Shane Carwin has the most monstrous, powerful jab punches you will ever see in MMA that we've seen so far. You never know, but I think Shane Carwin, and he's looking thin. He's not nearly as big as he was when he fought Brock Lesnar, which I think is going to help him a lot when it comes to his cardio. But we'll see how that affects his power. Now, Junior Dos Santos is a beast, and that guy's probably the nicest guy you will ever meet in your life, but he is an absolute freak monster in the cage. So it's going to be interesting to see who strikes first, because I think that it's basically whoever lands first. I think if these guys fight 10 times, one guy's winning 5 times, the other guy's winning 5 times. It's pretty even as far as they're both super dangerous. I like Shane Carwin. Shane Carwin always seems to land the first punch. I think he might go for the strategy like he did against Frank Mir, pull him against the cage, and try to get some of those short punches in to level Dos Santos. That's very possible. This is easily, either fighter could easily win this fight. I'm going with Shane Carwin. I like Shane Carwin to TKO Junior Dos Santos in the second round. I think Dos Santos is going to try to get this to the second round, but by then I think he's going to get pretty battered up. We'll see how it is. I like Shane Carwin.
Yeah, this fight is so close. Both guys. I love both guys. They're so great. A lot of people are saying, oh, Shane Carwin's cardio this, cardio that. Okay, I think Carwin's a good enough and smart enough person and fighter, and he's been working on that. I mean, that could just be me, but whatever. Carwin obviously is going to have great, I'm sure he's going to be in as great a shape and cardio as he can possibly have. And like you said, I think the dropping of that weight is going to help him a lot. I think Junior, the thing is, he is such, like, his power behind his fist is just so incredible. Like, the thing is, when he knocked Gonzaga out, he didn't, like, he threw his fist forward and then stepped back. Like, he didn't go forward into it. He just threw his bicep out and touched him on the chin, and Gonzaga went out. Like, that is serious power. Like, whereas Junior has got lots of power in his uppercuts, like, that's his Junior's thing. Is like, he has monster uppercuts, like, and he's shooting through the entire body, and all you can see, just all the muscles just ripped into it, and he's got nasty, nasty power. But Carwin has been, Carwin's always been that guy who strikes first and hits first, hits harder, hits faster, and I really think he's going to be able to do that. And I'd say, I mean, Junior could easily, and I also think a good part, something that some people haven't been talking about is his wrestling. He's a really good wrestler, and I think he might want to take Junior down, which would kind of throw Junior off, like game plan wise, because he's probably expecting Carwin to stand and bang with him. So Carwin could very easily try to take him down and pound him out, which is also should be very interesting. So my prediction, I agree, is Carwin. I'm gonna say first round KO, just because of how he usually wins, but very easily could go either way.
Wow, very interesting. First round KO. That'd be the first time that Junior Dos Santos has ever been knocked out. Both fighters in their respective careers are 12-1. Obviously, Shane Carwin's only loss is within the UFC, and that was to Brock Lesnar. And Junior Dos Santos' only loss is outside of the UFC, and that was by armbar. So that is it for this week's episode of the MMA VCast. We will see you next time previewing UFC 132.